Hello everyone and welcome back to Gold Mining Simulator. I'm your host JC. So I've been working on getting this down here dug out a little bit, and we're going to end up moving this around a little bit and dig out all this lower dirt so we can get all the good stuff out of here. I think I can get part of it from over here before we actually have to move. Alright, let's see. Straighten this thing out a little bit, because it's going to be tough to dig at first. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that cordyless over so we have a little bit better spot to work with. And we want this one here. So it's going to be a little slow going at first. We got about 15% left to finish off the mats and the orange beast. And then when we do that, we'll go ahead and do a cleanup. And I watched someone recently do... It was on old Arnold Parcel. He did half of it with level 5 wash plant, which is like the reinforced trauma and everything, and then half of it with the orange beast. And so with the level 5 wash plant, he got 139 buckets of material that gave him about 4,000 somewhere in there gold. And then he did the rest of it with the orange beast, which was the other half. Got 17 buckets of concentrate and like 12,000 gold. It was crazy. So I'm thinking that I might want to, when I get started on Waterfall, of maybe doing some bigger runs instead of having it just be like a few percentage or one mat cleanup at a time. Maybe do like double mat cleanups. Put the guys to work that change out the mats for us, and then when we get 2 of them full, we'll go ahead and do a cleanup. Give us like, I don't know, 20,000 some gold at a time. I'm not positive on that. That's just a thought I had. It would be kind of cool to do. I don't think I ever want to do a full like do all of the entire plant in one go. He had so many buckets. It was like an hour and a half long video he did. But it's definitely good that we got the orange beast going now, because we're making a whole lot more money with the orange beast than we would with the level 5 wash plant. And we're getting down here, getting all the good stuff, so that's a plus for us. That's a little slow because it's kind of... And I did learn something too. If I ever come back to this, if I get it down to 12.8, I get it all from the top, and then just use like a front end loader down here for mop up. I think it's actually like 13, but for sure 12. 12.8, I mean. Alright, so that one's pretty much cleaned out. Let's go ahead and see if we can start getting part of this one now. And then we can put the cordyless right back in there to dump into. Let me change my camera view a little bit. We'll just keep digging out this and see what we can do. Like I said, I want to get the cordyless back in here and then bring the tractor, the excavator around the other side. Make it a little easier. Because currently right now I can't get through over there. And of course, down deep is where all the good gold. I mean, if you look at the gold map, we have Parcel for. We're currently digging here. Okay, this area. Well, this one's dead. This one's empty now. This one's empty now. I've got a lot of them cleaned out already, so. But like a meter, we got 75 gold, 54 gold for 8 cents of a meter, 168 for 2 meters. 388 for 3 meters. So I mean, there's still quite a bit of good gold in here, and you can see it's 3.57 ounce per meter. Whereas if we go over here, the stuff hasn't been touched at all yet. We have 3 foot of overburden, then we get into good gold. So we're just going to keep going until we make a dent in this part down here, and then, like I said, be able to move things around a little bit. There's not much there. I don't think I got anything there. Cannot wait for Gold Mining Simulator 2. That's going to be so much fun, I think. Alright, so if we were to move this excavator out of the way real quick. So we're going to just back it up over here. We'll shut it off for a second. We're going to squeeze back through there and then move the core of this back into place. So let's go ahead and get this thing moved. And I kind of got to do it this way so there's room to move it. It's going to end up being back in about in here somewhere, but I got to get it out of the way first. Don't hit, don't hit. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that works out just fine. Okay. So now we got that done. I can get back over here, move this thing. Like, I could probably do part of it from right here and dig it right into the thing, but I think the core of this is better. I'm just not sure how I want to do this, because I need to be back up over here, but the back end's going to be getting in the way, so I think I will dig out part of this real quick. That should be good enough to reach, right? Yeah, okay, we can do that. Now let's put the park brake on. Get as much of this dug out as possible so that we can, and we're just going to do it from this camera view, like we're watching as a supervisor, I guess. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on. I'm gonna have to back up and yeah, I'm gonna have to back up a little bit to eat that little bit right there, or it's not gonna work very well. So let me swing this back around. Switch over to this. That should be good there, I think. I know we're not getting quite full scoops into this right now because it's all low level stuff. Not, you know, not very full, or not very deep, I should say. But we'll get as much as we can out of this, and it should help us out with our gold tally too. I mean, really what I want to do is I want to, if possible, put the core of this back over in the corner back where I was just trying to go into. It would make things a lot easier. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't want to dig. You know, again, like we said, we're getting not quite full buckets here either, so. As you there's only like 2% when normally like a full bucket will be 11, I think. I could try it this way, see if that'll work. Nope, I didn't get nothing on that one, okay. Yeah, that one's a little fuller. I mean, we can stretch out quite a ways. Yeah, like 9% on that one, so that's better. I don't think that was quite full, but pretty close. Alright, let's go ahead and reposition now so that we can start digging this out here. It should be alright, I think, there. Get the scoop. Try to get a full bucket out of this. I know it's a long swing, but it'll be changed here as soon as we get the core of this back in place. No, that's not going to work. Down. And I'm sure that at some point I'm going to have to change out the teeth on this thing because I keep hitting everything with them. But for right now, it's working. And we're getting almost full buckets here. Like, the best thing I can do is get the core of, I think the core of this back up where I'm digging right now. But I think it's too close still. I may have to actually fill the core of this up, dig into my left, and then move it. See, it looks like it's a full scoop, and then you pick it up, and it's like 3/4 of a scoop. It's kind of weird sometimes. Like, that one looks like it's full. Yeah, we got 11% that time. That's good. Barely a percentage on that one. So I think if I get like right up in here and get this scooped out, it should be pretty close to being enough to put the cord of this back up in there and maybe make it work. I was going to put it behind me and dig into it, but I think this is going to be a better idea. Alright, so we're going to have to, like I said, move this again. So I'm going to get this back into place and back in the hole over here. Going to try to keep it out of the way. Problem is it sticks out so far I may have to readjust the conveyors up top too to make it fit better. Alright, let's just stop there and see what we can do here. Alright, get this thing turned and moving. Still got plenty of fuel in it. What I kind of want to do is I want to kind of drag the conveyor next to this so it's easy to slide back into place. With just a little slight turn. I'm just hoping that it goes back into place like I'm thinking it should. Yeah, it will. Okay. Good. So now it's just a matter of putting it in the right spot. And that looks, let's see, can we lower this thing? No, it won't go up or down, really? I thought there was controls to make this thing go up and down. Raise belt, lower belt, extend, retract. Yeah, see, there's no extending or retracting this. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. That way I can get it back further. Alright, let's go back this up a little bit more. That should be pretty good, I think. Maybe raise it up a little bit. And bring it out just a little bit. Let's change views so we have a good one. Get this right on where it needs to be. I think that looks good. Alright, we're going to switch this off, turn it onto the conveyor, and get it rolling. And then we'll change cameras, and we'll get back into the excavator here. And it should roll right into place where I want it to go. We'll have plenty of room to move, and a lot of dirt to dig. And then when we go to do that part up there, we can just spin that cordless onto that cordless down below. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of small digging up here in the front just to get this stuff cleaned up so I can get closer. And so, I mean, I could be using the front end loader, but then I can't have it where I can drop over the top like this. So I think this is probably the best way to do it right now. Alright, and that's hitting over there. That's good. There we go. Got it working like we want it to. And we're getting all the good gold out of here, so that's good. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Good bucket there. Raise it up, move it over, drop it in. Do the same thing right here so we can move forward. And we're going to do it one more time over here on the other side. And oh, I just dropped it all. That was bad. Bad, JC, bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick this up now this time. Don't drop it. Now we can swing in here and get good gold digging out, I think. I want to get probably aimed like about like this, I think. And probably about there. Alright, let's switch to this camera mode so we can just start climbing out of this hole and start putting this stuff in here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Do the same thing right here. The idea is that we can back up in here and get the dirt that's behind the cordless. That way we can move it around and put in another Frankenstein back here. We haven't even really extended out the Frankensteins yet, Sue, so we have quite a bit of space we can dig with. So we'll just keep working. Hopefully those mats fill up pretty quick. We're going to keep this dirt flowing through there as fast as we can. Hopefully the hopper doesn't get empty at all. As long as we keep continuing to move like this, it'll stay with something in it. I missed a little bit right there, but that's okay. We'll catch up right now. Keep that conveyor moving and making more money. Gonna run out here for a second. When we do the scraping and stuff, it's going to take a little more time because we're trying to get down lower. And moving the arm around. Like, the more movements you have, the longer it takes. Which is going to be our bane when we get to Waterfall Valley, because I was watching a video the other day and the guy was digging down like 13 meters deep and having to move across and then move his conveyors. And I mean, it's doable. It's just I've never done the claim before. I got one person telling me that I should strip mine it, and if I strip mine it, that is going to be a lot of material running through, because it is deep from what someone else told me. So I'm hoping that's kind of in between the two, where I don't have to quite strip mine and it's not 60, 70 meters deep in the deep spots. But even 30 is doable. I mean, what we'll do is we'll do a cut off the top, and then we'll come back through and flatten it back with the dozer again, and re-drill to see where we're at. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Never done it before, so it's all new to me. Ooh, the excavator wanted to flip there. That wasn't good. So we're almost back to where I finished cutting up at the top. We'll be able to see kind of where we're at here in a second. Gold-wise left, I mean. Alright, let me go ahead and move forward a little bit. That's probably good. And I think I should be able to get part of this out of here. At some point, I'm probably going to have to bring the front loader down here to scrape out the rest. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Get done cleaning this up, and we'll go check to see where the mats are at. Look at that, we got it all right up from under the machine. Luckily the hitbox is bigger than I thought it was. Our hitbox was smaller than I thought it was, I mean. Alright, let's go ahead and move forward a little bit. And we will start digging this out over here now. We don't want to start digging into the back wall, because that'll just start losing dirt, and which means we're losing pay dirt. But what we can do is we can dig out all this stuff that's been dug down already, and then see where we're at. And I have a machine sitting up there too. I don't want to have it fall into the ground. And I got a little bit of a rented machine here too, so at some point, like I said, we'll probably purchase it, but why spend the extra money when we don't have to right now? Just lease it for a few days, and hopefully the price goes down. Like, the closer you get to summer, the more it costs, and then when you get to winter time, the less it costs. So I was kind of trying to put off buying anything else until later, but I may have to anyway. Yeah, I saw a guy doing the leaderboards, and he did a really good job of leveling this stuff off before he started, which is something I didn't know about and didn't learn until I was on this claim. So I kind of figured out how to do it now, I think, by watching him. Well, watching him in a couple other videos. I haven't seen anybody dig down on a video to the bottom of the waterfall valley yet, and I've been looking, trying to find a video of it, and nothing so far. So all I'm hearing right now is hearsay. I don't know the truth on it because I haven't seen it. I mean, I guess I could go on a test page and see about just bulldozing down to see how deep it gets. I am half tempted to strip mine the whole claim though, because there's a lot of gold from what I can see. And I do understand that some of it's like crappy gold, but if I were smart about it, I would take and run 2 wash plants, and I'd run one with crappy gold and one with good gold. So like when we're tearing off all the overburden, we're putting it into one side, because there's 2 orange beasts there you can run, which I think might be the way to do it. Alright, so let's get this over here. I may have to move again too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move. Alright, let's see here. We want to go... Let's just bump right there, I guess. Should be far enough in. And I should still be able to reach the Cordylus. Alright, that worked. Just about done with the cleanup down here. I may have to make it wider when we go to move back further, because I don't think I can fit a Frankenstein or a Cordylus back here and the excavator. But for right now, it's working out. And whenever I get done on the cleanup down here, I'm just going to go ahead and call that. Like, we haven't done much of the dirt up top. We've done a little bit, but most of it's been cleanup from down here, and I want to see like how much better the gold is than what we had last time, because we had less than we had on Pine Valley. This was the first cleanup we did here, which is not very good. I mean, considering all the work we have to put into doing the overburden and the this and the that, there's a lot of digging here. We don't want to spend it or waste it digging up junk, which I kind of did at first. But I'm hoping that we got all the good stuff now and this will work out. Alright, so that's probably pretty close to what we can do here, I think. I'm going to maybe do a couple more little scrapes here. So ultimately, I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably, because of the way the squares are made or blocked in, if we look at the map real quick, we're going to have, we're going up this little chute right here. And I'm probably going to have to dig out this here too. And this here, unfortunately. Or we dig back this way and dig out this so that we can make the turn. But I think this is going to be worth more gold. Less material to have to dig out. Which one is that one? 461. That is the one where the Cordylus is sitting up there, I think. Let's go ahead and extend this up. As high as I can. So I can change the camera angle around. Why can't I change the camera angle? There we go. Alright, so... yeah, this square right here... yeah, we'll just go straight back here is what we'll do. We'll end up digging this out too. Because I want to say that that's the one. If we take and turn that one off... I don't see that back there though. Put that one back on. Is it this one then? There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're going to have to dig to the right. Because that is where the... I think... Didn't I just do that like this one? Alright, so where's this one at? That's what I need to know. Let's go ahead and jump out of this and hop up the other excavator so I can get up top. Because we need to figure this out, because if not, I'm just digging for digging purposes, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so there's that one there. If I turn this one back off, which is the one I put right here, this one goes away. Okay. So that means this one is the last one there. This has all been done. So I think... Yeah, there's not much gold in that at all. I don't want to dig that out. I don't really want to dig that out either. This one's super deep, but it's got... I don't know. Oh, I think I might have to dig this one out. I don't think I can fit through there. This one or that one, one of the two. I'll figure that out on a future one though. Let's go see what is in the plant over here. Alright, we're at 95%. That looks pretty good to me, I think. Let's go ahead and make sure all the dirt's done falling through. Yeah, I don't see anything else coming. Switch this over and do a cleanup. So we're going to turn on this, turn this off. And we're just going to get ready to get this all worked up. Alright, let's run around here quick, get this thing turned on. We can start getting the other mats cleaned up or picked up and ready to go. Or the grates off, I mean. Come on, land up there, please. There we go. I know it's probably not the proper way to do it, but I've just seen too many times where the mats get like dropped through the deck, and I don't want to have to pick up the sluice box to make that clear. All right, so we got 100% bucket here. We're just gonna go ahead and toss it over here. Get all this going. I can actually, this is not running, so I can put the first one in here. 14%, okay. So that's one bucket. We're gonna get 3, 4 buckets off this. That's looking good. Go ahead and dump that in there. That's 2. Oh yeah, and I did do, if you look at the nuggets up here, I did do a couple of drills on Waterfall Valley in between episodes, trying to figure out the best area to start in. This is going to be some good gold, I think. We're getting 3 buckets off of one set of mats. Or, sorry, 3.5 buckets off one set of mats. And we still got 2 2/3 sets of mats to go. Alright, so this should... I don't know, this might be another full bucket, maybe? No? It's gonna be close. I might get 4 buckets off this. Hey, not quite. Wow. 3 full buckets and 78% on the next buckets. That's a lot. Like, I think Pine Valley, the most we got was like 2 1/4 buckets. Come on. There we go. Put dirty ones in here. Someone told me like the dirtier the mats look, the better off the gold is. I don't know if that's true or not, and I have no way of knowing for sure. Like there's nothing you can find anywhere that talks about how dirty the mats are is how much gold you're getting. It would be nice to know that if that's true. Alright, that's all fired up. Let's go ahead and get this going again. Not going to take long. We're going to have another bucket here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put it through the magnetite separator. Whoops. Well, we're going to have some that's through the magnetite separator and some that's not. That was my bad. Not paying attention. Yeah, mistakes are made sometimes. I feel kind of silly now, though. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I should have done that. Okay, let's get this thing fired up too. $1,647. So I'm gonna put this down here. Put a new bucket in here because I'd like them to stay separate. From what had the magnetite separator on it and what didn't. I don't think it's going to matter that much, but we're getting about 3.5 buckets per. So we got 0 buckets of magnetite on that one. I have noticed that like the further you go along, the less magnetite you get, so I'm not sure if like the top mats get it all and then nothing on the bottom mats or what. Let's go ahead and shut this off, get these switched out. Let's go 1, 2. Put them in place. And we'll get these last 4 mats in here. But if we did one clean out and it was, how many buckets? 8 so far? Well, we got 4 there and 4 in there, and a partial in there. So yeah, we're looking at, I don't know, 12, 13 buckets. And the guy did 17 buckets on half of Old Arnold. That's just crazy. Like the difference in amount of gold. Full bucket of magnetite. And the truck is right over here, so we can go ahead and toss this in here. Another 1,000 grams of magnetite. This is going really slow, so I don't know why. But yeah, so I could buy 16 more mats and put them in these little slot holes over here. Because we do have the workers that can switch those out for us. And then just continually dig for, you know, a couple days or whatever, I don't know. And then change it over later. Zero magnetite in that one. Yeah, I don't understand how that works too, because like sometimes it gives you magnetite and sometimes it says, nope, we don't need any magnetite. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Is that full? Yeah, it's full. So is this bucket. Let's switch that into here. Probably going to be 0 magnetite. So I lost out on some magnetite, but I mean, we're not getting all of our money off of magnetite now. Alright, and that's finished, so we can go ahead and shut this thing off. And I'm going to put this last 7% through real quick. Or whatever percentage it was. And I'm going to put this down here, turn this on. Well, we should be able to get these 4 mats out here before we run out. Actually, I'm going to let it run out. So we're going to get, without putting it through the magnetite separator, 43.58, and then I'm going to put these 4 buckets through that are down below. The first 4, so it's continual. 43.58. Let that run out, and then we'll put the last 3 in. I also learned something new that I didn't know before. There's actually a little walkway back here that you can walk through. Yeah, so through the magnetite separator it was 58. Without it, it was 40 something, so we definitely want to put it through the magnetite separator. But I had like 11 ounces total when we started today, and this is going to be our biggest clean out ever. We're at 13,000 already. That's crazy. $14,527 basically. Insane amount of gold. But like I said, that was because we cleaned up all that stuff in these sections here. Like there's zeros here now, where all the gold's like good towards the bottom, and before we were just taking topsoil basically. So let's go ahead and go smelt this now. See where we're at. I'm just gonna jump there. Well, maybe we'll drive back. No, I'm probably gonna jump back too. See how much dirt we processed. I'd like to finish the rest of the claim off in the next couple of days. We will see if that actually works out or not. Alright, so we have 14,538 ounces. It's going to take us 360,000 and we're going to lose 363. So we're going to have, what, 14,160, 70, somewhere in there. Alright, and it's going to take us just a few minutes here, and we'll see what we do. I know it wasn't a full mat clean out too, so it could have been more than that. We could have had 15,000. I had another 5% to go. That's okay though. We processed a lot of dirt. Let's grab our gold bars. We got our box of gold bars here. That's pretty cool. I like how they do that. I mean, I kind of like how you can stack them up before you get the infinite loop one, but it's kind of nice seeing a box of gold. So that was, what, 14,100 and something. Alright, so stock price is what's it looking like? Oh, it's starting to go back up, so that's good. It means there's more money. Alright, so we are going to have a big payday here of, it's 14,174. So I said 170. $17,182,952. Sell all. Yes, we want to sell them all. We're now up to 92 million. We are going to head over to the equipment shop, the big equipment shop, and look at prices real quick. Because I may want to just buy a set now, or maybe 2 sets now. I don't know. We already have 1 set, but I think I can run 2 wash plants over there. Like I said, do use 1 for overburden and 1 for good gold. It would take more Cordylus and Frankensteins, but yeah, see the price is already going up. But I mean, we have so much money, it really doesn't matter. I'll just wait to buy them. 2.1, 2.8. So let's just say that's 5 million there. 2 of these makes 7 million. I have enough of those over there right now. We can just move them over. How much is this? 394. So we can just buy the one we have. And then I also saw the guy use this thing right here to move around the generator and the fuel tank, which was kind of cool to watch. So I might think about doing that in a future episode, seeing if it works as good as he said. I also saw him pick up the base and the top hopper for the Orange Beast, the shaker deck, with his huge excavator. Never used cables on it. And then he used just the cables on the for the am I at the wrong one? No, it's down there. Just for the sluice boxes. So that was kind of cool to watch. Let's go over here, see how much material we ran to get that. Oh no, I can't do that yet. I gotta turn everything off first. So give me a second. I'm gonna jump these things real quick, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, everything's shut off. We're gonna go ahead and get in the pickup truck, and we're gonna fast forward to the next day and see how much material we ran. Alright, so we ran 8,400 yards and we got 14,000. So yeah, that's way better. Almost 1 3/4 ounces of gold per yard. That's pretty good. And of course, as we go back further, it's going to do the same thing again. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you do, click that like button. Tell me what you think about possibly doing olive waterfall instead of doing like a tunnel like we're doing right now. Just start at the front and start digging all of it out. Like I said, I'm not sure that's what I'm going to do, but it's something I've been thinking about possibly doing. I mean, there's a lot of dirt over there. I mean, if these things are truly more than 30 meters deep, like this one here is 30. It could be more than 30. This one's 30. It could be more than 30. This one, and then we get into this one. And you can see, I mean, all of these are 30. So, I mean, how many of them are actually 30 feet? They're 30 meters deep. But like if we go to this one's 30. This one's not. You know, so there's no way of knowing if it's actually true or not. So anyway, there's one wash plant that's like right in here, and the other one's like right over here. So we could run 2 of them. Do one for one side, one for the other. Easily enough. But if you have any tips, tricks, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you guys have a great day.